Hello all, I'm Sai and you're watching The Book Dragon. In today's video, I'm bringing to you some of my bookish pet peeves. This is going to be kind of a chatty video, so without any further ado, let's get into it. The first one is something which is weird because many people like this, I don't. It is naked hardcovers, okay? I think one of the main reasons people buy hardcovers is due to this cover art which we usually get in hardcovers that are prettier than in paperbacks. Okay, there are certain cases in which the cover art is the same in both the paperback as well as the hardcover, but most of the times the cover art on the hardcovers is way prettier. That's one of the main reasons I buy hardcovers. Also, they are durable, but there are cases during which, like this one, we don't get the dust jacket along with the hardcover. Okay, we just get the naked hardcover, and I don't like that. Okay, most of the times the dust jacket is called the dust jacket because it prevents the book from dust. Okay. There are certain collector's editions also, like the one of Six of Crows which I have back there. It's the one wrapped in the pink wrapper. Okay, it's a naked hardcover, and due to the fact that it doesn't have a dust jacket, it is damaged like in spots here and there on the cover, which I don't like. Okay, not everyone lives in such a really safe area where there's no dust at all and the books will be in pristine condition. I don't live in a place like that. This area has like a load of dust always, and I have to dust my bookshelves at least once a week in order to safeguard them in like a very basic level. Okay, and that's one of the main reasons why I don't like naked hardcovers. Even this edition of this book, Summer Days and Summer Nights, it's awesome. Okay, it is a hardcover. It has yellow sprayed edges. It has this ribbon bookmark which I think most books should have because I'm tired of losing bookmarks. Okay, and I just don't like it when there's no dust jacket, even if it's just a basic dust jacket. If it's just plain white or plain black, I don't care. If you're selling a special edition also where the cover art is actually printed on the hardcover like in this one, provide us with an optional dust jacket. Okay, it's not even going to cost that much. I'm ready to pay for that, and that's one of the main reasons why I don't like naked hardcovers. Next one is another thing which most people will accept with. It is unmatched covers. Okay, I've just pulled out an example from my bookshelf itself. It's my mistake, not the series' mistake. And it is the His Dark Materials trilogy by Philip Pullman. This is the second book, The Subtle Knife, and this is the third book, The Amber Spyglass. They are of the same edition, okay? But I was not able to get the first book, which is The Golden Compass or Northern Lights, in the same edition, okay? I had to buy this in a different edition. Though this one looks far more prettier than these two, they don't go together, okay? I was not at all able to get the first book in this trilogy as in the same edition, okay? It was not at all available anywhere. As a fresh copy or a used one anywhere, it was not at all available, and it just bounced me out a lot. Another example which I can quote for this one is the latest book in the Shadowhunter Chronicles, which is the Lost Book of the White. Okay, it's the second book in the Eldest Curses. The first book is the Red Scrolls of Magic, which was published with this cover in both paperback and hardcover. And after that, what they did is they changed the cover for the second book so that it suits all the other books in the Shadowhunter Chronicles, which is the Lost Book of the White with this one. Okay, this is the Shadowhunters kind of cover, but I don't like this. Okay, I like the first one better because it has an illustration. Okay, also the hardcovers, they have the dust jackets which can be flipped in order to reveal the covers that match with the first editions, but I don't like this new edition. Okay, the first book as well as the second book, I don't like these new covers, and I don't think that people deserve cover changes in between series, and I just hate it. Okay, these are like totally unmatched covers. That's one of the main reasons why I have now started with this series. Okay, I'm very much interested in this one, but the fact that they have different covers, it just kills me from within always. The next one is again something which is very specific to me. I don't think most people will get frustrated with this one, and it is Unmatched Heights. Okay, these three books, they are of the same edition. Okay, actually the first book was released with a different cover first, and then they just remade the cover so that it matches with these two, and I'm very grateful for that. Okay, one thing which I don't like about this series is that all the three books are in different heights. Okay, I'll just show you the thing that I'm trying to say. Okay, the first book you can see is a very short Ram. The second one, Sita, is the tallest of all the three. The third one, Ravan, is a bit shorter than Sita but a bit taller than Ram. Okay, all these three books, they are of the same series but they are not of the same height. The height difference is very, very small. You can see it. Okay, it might be due to my OCD or something. It's really very, very small. Okay, it's infinitesimally small a difference, but it just bumps me out a lot. Just see. Okay, if I keep on looking at this for like 2 or 3 more minutes, I'll go mad and I'll just tear the books. That's one of the main reasons the books are in this position, the horizontal position, rather than the vertical position on my shelf right now, because once I noticed that one, I was not able to calm myself down, so I just flipped them on the horizontal way, and it doesn't, okay, they don't look as different while they are like this than they are like this, because you see, can you see it? It's so different. The height is so finely different, so it just bumps me out a lot. The next one is another pet peeve which people will accept with, and it is people on covers. Okay, I just hate looking at people on book covers because it's one of the most annoying things ever to happen. An example for that one is the Millennium Trilogy. Okay, all the 3 books that I own from the trilogy, they have a girl on the cover. Okay, I don't want to see the girl on the cover because it's just horrible. They, even those photographs don't look that good. Okay, it's just horrible. They depict the character properly, but it doesn't look as good. Whereas the other editions, I don't know which edition they are. I'll try to pop up the covers here. These editions are really beautiful, but these are not at all because they have actual people on the cover. Also, another example for that one is the original covers of the Mortal Instruments series, which are like horrible. Okay, all of them have people on the covers, and not even a single one of those covers looks good. You can put people on the covers, but you will have to mutate those people using digital art in order to make the covers look even more presentable. And a good example for that one is the original covers of the Infernal Devices, which I'll try to pop up here again. They look beautiful. Okay, they are actual people, photographs of actual people on the covers, but due to that small dash of digital art in them or some graphic something, okay, they have done something with the covers rather than just a single photo, and they look beautiful. Okay, they convey the mood of the book, they show the characters in a proper way. They are just photos, but they are morphed in such a way that they don't look like actual human beings. But I do like people as digital art on the books. An example for that one is obviously this edition of the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and also the latest books in the Shadowhunter Chronicles. They have people on them, but they also do look made by digital art. You can see this one. It looks beautiful, but if you actually have a person sitting here playing a violin, it will look horrible, okay? At least to my eyes. And another thing, I do like people on covers in one way. If it is just a headshot, okay? If it's just this much on the cover, it's beautiful. One of the best examples for this one, that one is My Dark Vanessa. I'm holding out this one because I'm reading it currently. Okay, I'm like 1/3 into the book. It's awesome, guys. Please, I'm definitely going to make a review for this one once I finish reading it. It's just awesome. Okay, I like this kind of covers. Okay, the entire cover has just a single face, and you can just see it's beautiful. It's a human being, yet it's good. I like covers like this one, or the cover of The Host by Stephenie Meyer. I'll try to drop that one also here. It looks good. Okay, they are just close-up shots of the face alone, and they look good on the cover rather than just putting straight out people on the covers. The next one is stiff paperbacks. Okay, I've said this as a major con in my pros and cons of paperbacks video itself, but I don't like stiff paperbacks at all. One of the best examples that I can say is, you can see this. It's a tome. It's nearly 500 pages long. Okay, it is 500 pages long, but if I hold it like this, it's so stiff. Okay, even if I hold it like this, it doesn't open. It doesn't fall off very easily. And if I have to like forcefully open, sometimes the spine might crack, which I don't like happening to my books, and it is a thing which just bumps me out a lot. There are certain other paperbacks also which are like really good. Okay, I like floppy paperbacks. I'm sure that anyone who buys floppy paperbacks like floppy paperbacks rather than any other thing. You can see this one. Okay, I think this is like one of my most favorite books of the year. I'm just currently reading it, but I'm sure that it'll make that spot, because you see, everything about this book is something which I fell in love with recently, and you can just see it's a huge paperback. I also like huge paperbacks like this one that are floppy. If I hold it in a single hand, it's going to open properly. It's not going to crack the spine. I'm going to be able to read it in a more comfortable way. Okay, just these are things which I don't like about paperback books, because they are stiff and sometimes they might crack the spine. But there are also paperbacks like this one which are like huge, floppy. They are just the best in every way, and stiff spines and stiff paperbacks, they are like a huge no-no for me, and they always make me go insane. Next one is insanely expensive hardcovers. Okay, there are multiple editions of books that I buy in paperback that are available in hardcover also, but I go for the paperbacks because the hardcovers are like so expensive. If the hardcover is just like twice as expensive as the paperback, it's okay, it's affordable for me most of the times. But there are times during which the paperback is just 300 rupees, okay, and the hardcover costs like 1900 rupees, 2600 rupees and stuff like that. I can't even imagine buying a book for that rates, because I'm a person who just thinks of it in a very practical way. Rather than buying a single book for 2500 rupees, I'd rather buy 8 or 9 books for the same amount, and I'll be able to read more. I'll be able to increase my collection in such ways. There are certain times during which I don't bother and buy the hardcovers as well, but when the price is so expensive, okay, so insanely expensive like this one, it's not even twice or thrice, okay, if the paperback is 300 and the hardcover is like 2400 or 2500. It's nearly 8 times the rate of the paperback, which I think is totally, how to say, it doesn't make sense in any way, for me at least. And I don't know why publishers have such a massive price difference. I'll not even say the publishers, the sellers, online bookstores and such. Paperbacks are very cheap for them, but the hardcovers are like 5 to 6 times the rate of the paperback. It doesn't make sense at all for me. I understand that the quality of hardcovers is much better compared to paperbacks, but the price difference, it just seems like it doesn't make sense at all. Okay, it just feels like so much of how to say, it just feels so much out of context for me, and I just hate it when hardcovers are like that much expensive compared to paperbacks. The last pet peeve that I like to say in this video is the chemical smell that is present in some new books that we buy nowadays. Okay, I'm a person who likes buying new books as well as old books equally, and I prefer the smell of old books rather than new books, because while I buy used books, they use certain fragrances, the sellers use certain fragrances, and it makes the books smell better. It is like a very comfy smell. Okay, it's like having a really good atmosphere while reading. The pages itself are that much fragrant and they smell really good. There are also certain times during which there are no fragrances added for the book, the used books, and the old page smell itself is really cool, and it's just really good. Okay, it just gives that really good feel and vibe. I'm sure that everyone knows the smell, the soothing smell of old books and old pages and papers put together. But when it comes to buying new books nowadays, mostly American books that I'm saying, when I buy them, whether in paperback or hardcover, they always reek of the chemical smell. Okay, the chemicals which are used in order to make the ink and the paper, they just reflect that smell very, how to say, pungently for me while I buy them. While I open the book, I like that sensation of that, how to say, first crack that I perform between the pages while I'm opening them. But that thing which just cracks that experience for me instantly is that smell which gets released. Okay, that chemical smell of the ink, it is very annoying, and that's something which just how to say, I cannot bear have while reading. And most of the times while I buy new books nowadays, even in My Dark Vanessa, which I just raved upon right now, it also has that chemical smell which I don't like, and I prefer to have that old paper smell and the fragrances that are added to used books rather than just the chemical smell that emanate from fresh books. Okay, that's all for today, and do let your bookish pet peeves in the comments below, because I'd like to know them, and we'll see if we have anything in common or not. And that's it for today. If you did enjoy watching today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it to your friends. If you want to get more content from me, do subscribe to the channel, because I publish new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.